Hey guys!
Hey guys, we got something special to tell you. What do you want to tell them, sweetie?
I have decided to sell my Bitcoin.
Uh-oh, what are you going to buy?
I'm going all in on XRP.
Oh my goodness!
April Fools.
I hope you enjoyed my April Fool's intro. It was a lot of fun to make. And no, I am not selling any of my Bitcoin, and neither is Lo. And you best believe she is a holder. If you don't know the backstory, I actually took out all of her savings, her fiat savings that I had saved, I worked so hard for, from her savings account and bought Bitcoin when it was under $7,000. Scaled all the way down to about $4K. Very, very proud of myself. That total amount was about $3,000 at the time, but of course, mommy added some extra to it. So little O is prepared for the future. Anyways, on today's show, we are going to talk about why Q2, April 1st, is the most bullish month historically for Bitcoin. And this is not an April Fool's joke. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. Let's get into it. Finally, some good news for Cardano. Block production on Cardano, #ADA, is now fully decentralized, according to this article from Crypto Slate. As you know, there were months and months of disappointment with Cardano, a lot of promises and a lot of fighting between the community. However, we do have some amazing news that is coming from this article, and the entirety of Cardano's block production is now in the hands of its 2,000 stake pool operators, also known as SPOs. So since the launch of the Shelley upgrade in July of last year, 2020, Cardano has been working towards complete decentralization, and it looks like they finally achieved it. However, bringing the decentralized parameter down to 0 requires significant effort and careful optimization. But today, they are truly decentralized. Now, let's go ahead and chart Cardano and see if we can make some money. This is our Cardano daily chart. And on the O show, I talked to you guys about the potential drop to about $1.02 or $1.05, and that ended up playing out. And since then, back on March 24th, we had a really nice rebound, but we're kind of just consolidating in this range. I know a lot of you, especially my TikTokers, are getting a little bit uneasy about this current consolidation, but you guys, consolidation is good, and to me, it is bullish. If we toss on Bollinger Bands, we'll see that consolidation, and generally those go upward, which we want. And the reason why I think it's going to go upward is because we are in a bull market, and plus we have this amazing update that came out. Anyways, let's go ahead, draw a cute little trend line. We're going to go ahead and touch this swing low wick here on February 23rd, bring it up to these swing wick lows around March 15th, and looks, we're still in an uptrend here. If support continues to hold against the EMA 30, I think we do have a chance of hitting all-time high again at about $1.37. Once that breaks, I'm anticipating for a middle area of about $1.87 and $2.32. This can be seen if you go ahead and pull your fibs up. Anytime an item is in price discovery, use your fibs. But the future for Cardano is bright, considering they're actually completing updates and doing what they're promising they're going to do. This next shout out is going to be to Morpheus Labs, and they are happy to announce that the Seed platform has been successfully integrated into Hawaii Cloud APAC. And if you want to learn more about how they resolve the challenges of blockchain and cloud compatibility and the key achievements of this particular partnership, you can go ahead and click in the link down below and read this article. But before we go ahead and chart MITX, let's go ahead and read this excerpt for key achievements. By creating a multi-cloud architecture, users can easily select the cloud region to build and operate their seed resources, e.g. blockchain nodes and apps, while remaining blockchain agnostic. With 3,500 applications added to the Hawaii Cloud Marketplace with offerings more than 13,000 business partners. The tools and solutions on Seed platform will also be made available to Hawaii Marketplace with the focus on rapid application development. This is bullish, you guys. Now let's go ahead and take a look at MITX price. How cool is price action? Since we first started talking about Morpheus Labs, MITX on the show, we have ran a significant amount. We actually ran close to about 500%. Pretty wild, exciting times. So if you got in on MITX, congratulations. Now let's go ahead and look at a naked chart and see where we may be able to go. I'm going to go ahead and do this by pulling up my fibs, the fib retracements, but we're going to use these as extensions in this particular case because we want to see what's going on with price. So right now, the way the EMA structure is, it is absolutely perfect. We want to see the EMAs erect and vertical like this. Yes, I got you right there. But price is looking good. We're holding on to support at about 15 cents here. And if we continue to hold, I see no issue why we cannot retest 19 cents and then possibly hit about 23 cents in this middle area between the two fibs. Now, taking a look at the 4-hour chart, let's see what's going on here. 4-hour chart looks like we may have a bit of a drop. If we do, I don't expect us to really get lower than this area at about 12 cents, and even 12 cents would be a little bit of a downward area, a bottom, mainly because we've got our EMA 100 here. Overall, for Morpheus Labs, we are in a beautiful uptrend. EMAs look great, and I think that we do have a great shot in hitting some of these upper target areas, especially closer to about 25 cents. And if that does play out, and we did drop to, let's just call this bottom support EMA 30 because it should hit there. If we did hit that, we will be able to hit at least about a 60% gain. So pay attention to this one if you are interested. Yes, I'm going to get to my bullish story about Bitcoin and why I think that April Q2 is going to be the biggest month. Y'all are going to have to wait a little bit because we got some more exciting things to talk about. So the total market capitalization posts new all-time high above $1.9 trillion. This is crypto. This is the total crypto market cap. Amazing. Crypto's not going anywhere. And honestly, I'm starting to really think we are in an absolute super cycle with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and talk about our next crypto gem though. And then of course, we're going to talk about Q2 and Bitcoin potentially making another 200% pump. This next project we've talked about on the stream, and the community has been asking me to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it. They are known as passive income, hashtag PSI. So PSI is an innovative blockchain token that aims to reimagine the concept of decentralized finance, DeFi, yield generation, and they do this by upgrading the concept of yield generation to decentralized finance passive income. And we're going to go ahead and talk about their partnership that they just launched with one of my favorite projects. So PSI is a total crypto gem, and shout out to James from the group for really dropping this and pushing me to talk about it because they're now partnered working with Ferrum. Ferrum is a absolutely amazing project. Anything that Ferrum touches, I'm going to put eyes on. I might not invest in all of it, but I'm definitely going to put eyes on. So this Medium article here announcing the next staking project, Passive Income. And yes, we will chart PSI for you. So it is one of my crypto gems. And basically it is a sustainable income opportunity for people. And the team is doxed, you guys. I like that. It makes my life easier when I talk about doxed teams. So the passive income token itself generates dividends based on the amount of PSI tokens withheld in a wallet. So you can go ahead and hold this cryptocurrency and get passive income. Me personally, I like the idea of using a moonbag. Use a moonbag. It makes life easier. And the way that you're able to obtain passive income is that interest is actually generated through a 1% fee applied to the transaction cost over the network, which is then distributed to PSI holders relative to their holdings. This leads to generation of additional compound holdings without having to do anything. Again, they're working with Ferrum. This is a win-win for me because they have Ferrum's backing. And Ferrum Network is going to allow for fully customizable staking. And this works great for PSI because then they can go ahead and decide in the number of staking pools, the amount of tokens staked, the rewards for each pool, and the timing of early withdrawal, etc. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. All right, so Q2 historically bullish for Bitcoin with an average of 60% ROI. Will history repeat itself? Well, let's take a look at the chart because I went ahead and drawn a beautiful chart for you guys, took some time out of my day, and I will do my best to make this as pretty and as easy to see as possible. Gonna pull down our market cipher because we don't necessarily need it for this particular case. So what I went ahead and did, to the best of my ability, I went ahead and found the weekly candle for Bitcoin for April 1st. So this one is going to be April 2nd, April 1st for 2019, March 30th, 2020, and then March 29th for 2021. Anyways, so what I did was I went ahead and found the bottom area of support. So for this particular time frame, when we are talking about April of 2018, my support was here at about $6,200, and the high was $10,120. This was a 60% pump. Now, And that was from the swing low to the swing high, to the very top on the weekly chart. Next area, the next year, April 1st of 2019, I went ahead and found support down over here, which is about $3,800. And we had a 250% pump with a high of $14,385 in 2019. Then that was the largest pump. Now we're taking a look at March 30th of 2020. The swing low was going to be this blue line here. It's going to be about $5,586. And the swing high is going to be $11,963 here. So that is about 120% gain. Now, what I have done, I went ahead and I drew our weekly candle, and yes, we haven't closed yet. I just wanted to kind of use it for purposes of this chart. But what I did was I was a little bit more conservative, and instead of using 60, 250%, and 120%, I used 50%, 100%, and 200% pumps to give possible scenarios of where Bitcoin could go this year. And if we just have a 50% pump, it will bring price to about $83,000. If we have a 100% pump, that's going to be $112,000 for Bitcoin. And if we get that glorious 200% pump, that's going to be $166,000 for Bitcoin. Again, you guys, these are based on previous price action. This is not guaranteed to play out. But it is important we talk about it, and it is important that we pay attention. Do what you want with this information, do your own analysis, but these are potential targets that I would look for. And considering all the bullish aspects and things that we've seen out of 2021, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin did surpass $150,000. Either way, this is no race. If you're interested in investing in Bitcoin, do what you can when you can. And if you're not, don't worry about it and don't feel like it's a race. There's no competition here. Do what works best for you and your family. Thank you so much for watching. Happy April Fools. Don't let those tricksters get you. And I may or may not have a little bit of a joke for you guys in my posts on YouTube. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.